Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And on the ground they go with a running back. And now running right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson. Well, the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Eight yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ryan Tannehill taking it in. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 13-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Deep, deep, deep.
On first down, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Let's go. Tiger.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Well, he tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now here come the Ravens. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's never a bad idea to try Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice stiff arm, and opens room to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
All right, now, look at 56.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And the Browns, they've extended their lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 22 yards on the pickup there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback to delivers the ball.
To the air again, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, that's Hammond, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty third and ones, third and twos. That's why you draft him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot, hot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together,